So here's my spoiler-free review of The Last Jedi. What can I say? It was very entertaining. You're gonna see a lot of new things about Star Wars universe. A lot of questions will be asked, a lot of questions will be answered. There are lots of twists and unexpected turns. Some characters get great development. I love that. New characters were great. Porgs! There are gonna be lots of porgs. Porgs are not Jar Jar, so relax. You can love porgs as well as the other animals. So yeah, it was quite a ride. Go see it!
Hey guys, Matt, the radar technician here, with another video. Today I'm doing one for Kessel Run Weekly. This is a review, spoiler free, of Star Wars The Last Jedi, also known as Episode 8. For me, this movie was really weird. I didn't like a lot of choices they made. I really like what they did with Kylo Ren's character. But other than that, all the weird stuff they threw in really stressed me out. I don't know why. It wasn't shredded at all. Kylo Ren was awesome. His character was on point. I really related with Kylo Ren in this movie.
Hello everyone, my name is John, aka Alpha Ignition, and this is going to be a spoiler-free review of The Last Jedi for Kessel Run Weekly. I want to start with saying that this movie was completely different than what anyone might have expected. It took us up and down. Right when you think something's gonna go one way, it goes another way. I've been hearing a lot of people post negative reviews. It's either you loved it or you hated it. I loved it personally.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
Hey everyone, and welcome to
Kessel Run Weekly.
My name is Danny,
I'm Heather.
and we're in the same room.
We are!
Ah!
It's not an optical illusion.
Your eyes are not fooling you guys. We are in the same room. Heather has come to visit me in Alabama. It's amazing. United.
Force Ghost.
Yeah, Force Ghost. That
Sorry.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I only grew more powerful.
I promise you I won't strike you down in anger.
I'll be with you always.
Oh, always. So cool, guys. So we are here today to talk about
The Last Jedi!
Woo! So, obviously we're a little excited.
A little.
Just a little. Tiny bit.
That wasn't Star Wars.
No, it wasn't. Not at all. What's a Star War?
It's an exploding star called a supernova.
Obviously, we're kidding. But yes, guys, so let's go ahead and dive in. So just to let you guys know, so first off, we're going to do spoiler-free.
Yeah.
We will let you know when the spoilers come, so that way you can join us once you have experienced this amazingness of Star Wars. But we're going to start off spoiler-free, so no worries, guys. And we will warn you when it comes around.
Right.
Cool?
And
Yes.
we watched it twice.
We watched it twice.
So, yeah, we watched it.
It kind of makes this experience. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. we just know more about this than you do.
So yeah. So as far as that goes,
Sorry, I've had a lot of coffee.
You're on like 20 now today, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He thought I was exaggerating.
I've seen it firsthand, guys.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand. The coffee consumption is through the roof, through the roof. But yes, we are fresh off of our second showing of The Last Jedi. Still very excited.
Yes. It's
so-
better the second time.
It is better the second time.
That's a spoiler. Sorry.
So yes, so spoiler free.
Yes.
So
I was joking.
Heather,
Yeah.
start us off. What did
Okay.
you think of the movie?
I really liked it, but I did have a few points.
Okay.
It's very Disney-esque.
You can tell.
It
Yeah.
is very Disney-esque. The humor is kind of immature in spots, and it's the wrong spots, but
I got you.
that's
Okay.
just, but it gives a powerful message to those that would want to listen and get over the fact that it's not the same movie that we've seen 7 times.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's totally different.
It is totally different. I would completely agree with that.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on the humor. I liked it. It was refreshing at times, but did feel a little misplaced.
Forced in a couple of places.
Well, it was kind of that Disney snark or whatever.
Right. It was very Disney.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't take me out of the movie.
No.
That's what I liked.
No, it kind of took me out a couple of times because I was like, wait a minute.
It takes you a second to process. It's like, okay.
But the second time I watched it, when I get it on DVD or Blu-ray
or VHS
or whatever,
Laserdisc.
Yeah, that I get Betamax. Wait, that's in a movie. Beta.
That's Baymax.
Yeah,
Almost.
Baymax. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I really liked it.
Oh, I loved it.
And I'm going to like it. I don't think it's going to be my favorite.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to like eclipse all other movies.
Okay.
But I think it's up there.
I think that's fair. I feel that way right now too, and now that may change with multiple viewings.
Exactly.
Because I mean, from the first viewing that we had, we got to talk about. We did kind of a little short thing on Instagram where I mean, we loved it.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, but with it being so different from all the other Star Wars movies,
you have to process.
Yes, you do.
You don't leave the theater, slam down your drink in the trash can, and say, "That's not Star Wars." Saw it myself.
It happened, guys.
Saw it myself.
But yeah, so I mean, like it takes you a little bit because it's not the same rhythm as a regular Star Wars movie. It's very different. It felt more like the pace of a really I don't want to say long, but like 3 specials of Rebels.
Right, but not like, filler episodes.
Not
of
filler episodes, but like really
the good ones.
Yeah, the well written, your season finales and stuff like that. Even season openers, but like it felt like you could take these scenes that kind of flip back and forth to keep you in it. You could take them and put them into like a 30-minute episode or something like that.
Right.
So like you felt like you were watching almost multiple shows at once. But at the same time, I mean, I didn't feel like it really like hindered my experience. I didn't hate it. I loved it actually.
I liked it.
It was really refreshing change of pace. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so cool. Did you have anything else to add? Spoiler free.
Spoiler free.
It's really hard to do that right now. Like I've had to hold my tongue quite a bit.
I keep wanting to bring up like certain things like jokes that I've spoiled for other people.
We'll leave the jokes for you guys.
But yeah, we'll let you do that.
Yes. So cool. So I think because it's a short part. So because it's really hard to be spoiler free with this movie because anything you say about the movie is automatically a spoiler. There's not a hey, so this might happen or anything like that. This is a straight yes or no. Like
you want to know my feelings on that? We're starting spoilers!
We're starting spoilers!
Spoilers!
All right, guys, so spoiler time.
First spoiler.
Well, before we get into that, go ahead and download this episode.
Yeah.
Download this episode and save it for later. Because you love us and we love you. So this is our spoiler segment of everything. Come back to it because we want to talk.
And we'll put spoiler across like the screen or whatever at this point.
There's no mistaking. This will be spoilers.
Yes. Video magic.
Spoilers.
Please, spoilers. Lots.
Yes.
Lots.
All right. And
okay.
Go.
Misdirection, my hiney. Those trailers showed the entire movie.
I didn't feel like they did. There were a lot of familiar scenes.
It's not the scenes.
So you're telling me that you knew what was going to happen in the movie merely by the trailer? Really?
Yeah. Like as things were developing, I'm like, crap, that's not misdirection.
So it was almost connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
It's very hard to surprise me.
I, however, was surprised.
A lot. Because I got to sit by his side him, and he goes,
yeah.
Okay, so when Danny watches a movie, I have discovered that it's kind of like some people ride a roller coaster. It's if you could scream, you probably would and go like this.
Probably, yeah.
But instead he goes, oh my, oh, did you? And then he goes, oh God. Yeah, it's very animated. I loved it. And I'm sitting there going,
Yeah, I couldn't tell if you were even liking the movie when I looked over at you, because it was just like processing.
I do. I process. I like soak it in. But yeah, it's like that's how I ride a roller coaster too. By the way, I sit there and I go, "This is really fun."
Oh my goodness! Yeah, no, I definitely did all of that.
It's hilarious.
All
You
of it.
have to experience a Danny movie at least once.
At least once.
At least once.
So take me up on it. But yeah, no, I mean, like I was shocked at points. Now, some of the things I felt were kind of a little bit more predictable and everything. However, I didn't. Which, reminder, spoilers. Lots of spoilers. So turn back now.
The entire movie is about to be spoiled.
Yes.
The entire movie.
The entire movie.
Every single moment.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because we can't contain ourselves anymore.
No.
Again, 2 showings, and we still haven't sat down and really dissected and talked about it.
Not even with each other, because we don't want to like have the whole conversation.
Right.
Not in front of you.
Exactly. So yeah. So I didn't expect the opening with Luke tossing the lightsaber. I didn't know what to think of that at first.
Okay, so I didn't expect that exact reaction. I did expect that reaction though.
Oh, where he wasn't going to take it?
Oh, he'd not taking
Yeah,
that.
no.
That's trash.
I definitely didn't expect the.
I didn't. I mean,
that was a Disney move.
That was a Disney.
That
move.
was a
that
Disney.
was a Disney thing. But I knew, he was gonna be like, yeah, you think you're just gonna walk up to me, random person with my old lightsaber that.
Oh, we absolutely got grumpy Luke. Like he was seconds away from saying, "Get off my lawn."
It opens and Leia's like, I miss Luke. We need Luke, and I'm like, Luke, come on.
Yep.
All the eggs in the Luke basket.
It ended up turning out okay though. Not intentionally. They all thought they were gonna die.
Yeah.
But that was definitely a part where it kind of like that did take me out of the movie for a second, because I had to go, wait, what just happened? Like you just chunk the lightsaber and that's it. So nothing.
Well, yeah.
I mean, obviously it comes back, but I mean at the same time,
no, it falls down in the water. And
I know, and then the porgs try to like kill each other with it. You got a porg staring into the eye of it, and another one trying to hit the button.
We're gonna get to porgs.
We will get to porgs. So yes. So where do we want to start overall with this?
I would like to start with. Okay, we open with Leia and Poe.
Yes.
And the fleet has been found.
Mm-hmm.
And Poe always has these daring, wonderful plans that always work out so well.
Yep.
But I know you had feelings about Poe.
I did not like Poe. I did not like Poe. I'll say the first half, but in all honesty, I didn't really care for him in the movie, to be honest. Because I get that he has room to grow and he needs to learn and all this other kind of stuff. But for me, it felt like, and I could just be seeing it wrong, like they went too hotshot pilot. Because I didn't get that feeling from him in the first one. I got that he was put together, and that he had himself, he knew where what his place was. In this, I felt like he was more along the lines of Anakin in Revenge of the Sith, flying around and all this other kind of stuff. It was him doing his own thing, and nobody could tell him different. And he got an entire fleet killed. So cool, first mistake. But even as it went on, so his big redemption was on Crate, that he said, pull off, guys. We're not going to go in for this attack.
Yeah.
That redeems you. That makes you
doesn't redeem
grown.
Him.
I didn't understand that.
It doesn't make him grow. See, to me, I feel like it's kind of realistic.
Mm-hmm.
He's a war hero. Everything he's ever done has always succeeded.
Okay.
He's fought the First Order. He's escaped from a Starkiller base. I mean, this man has done. He's not legend.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Any old fool can be a hero.
That's true. That's true. I did like Leia's line though to him.
He
where
lost all of his trust in other people.
Dead heroes and no leaders.
Yeah, he lost his trust in other people and decided to put it on himself and realized, yeah, okay, I'm really good at what I do, but maybe I'm not the smartest person in the whole wide world.
Not quite. But yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it was just that I didn't relate that much to that character, or that I just didn't care for the story. I don't know. I just really wasn't into Poe this time.
You weren't supposed to be into Poe.
Well, I mean, even by the end, like I was hoping that I would get a little bit of something, but no, it was just kind of okay. Well, he's grown because now he's not doing
grown,
suicide runs.
He's just the only thing he's grown in is the fact that he realizes, crap.
That he messed up.
Maybe I need to learn something.
I got you.
Maybe I need to listen to foxes.
The Volptics? Yeah, the Volptics.
But,
yeah.
You know, I think that you weren't really supposed to really dig his character. Just like you don't really dig Finn's character either.
I have so much problem with that character.
But the thing about it is, these aren't lovable characters anymore that we're going to adore for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
These are realistic characters with real flaws and real problems. And they cause a lot of death and a lot of issues because of these problems, just like anybody would.
Well, so, you know, I'm fine with that. It's just that I feel like, I don't know, like, just from where, and I see your point, where it's everything he's done has succeeded and all that kind of stuff. And so why wouldn't this? And he's just kind of gung-ho, he can't fail. Hasn't learned the tough lesson. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, like, I didn't feel like there was any real development for Poe in this.
He had to watch every single one of those shuttles.
And it still didn't do anything for him, though. Like, it kept him from running a suicide run at the end. Other than that, he was immediately freaking out on Holdo and all this other kind of stuff. And I mean, like...
Because no, I'm talking about once they've launched.
Once they launched? I got you.
He had to watch his plan. He set in motion. He caused that delay. He caused that.
That's true.
He killed those people.
Yep.
He had to live that. He did grow. He did learn. He learned that sometimes he sucks and he needs to learn some more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't grow in huge leaps. Sometimes you have to like take little steps. And
I got you.
learn.
Well, and I think part of that maybe bothering me is that I truly don't know where this one's headed. Because, I mean, I don't feel like it gave a whole lot of... Other than, okay, we've started the real war, as Luke called it,
Right.
and everything. But aside from that, it's just kind of like, okay, well, the characters landed where they landed. That's that. So that's what I felt.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
I get it. I'm just, you know, I don't know. I think I like that they're flawed and they're cocky and they make huge mistakes.
Yeah.
That get, I mean, everybody killed.
Yeah.
Their whole war is almost over because somebody made a mistake.
That's true.
Got cocky.
Yep.
Didn't trust people that he should have trusted, and he knew he should have trusted them, and he didn't.
That's true.
I would grow.
A little bit.
I would
At
go.
least he learned something.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just really wanted to like Poe. And when I didn't, I was disappointed.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's where I landed with that. So yeah.
I can't wait till the book comes out. So.
Oh man, I'm so excited. That was the first thing I was thinking. Like, well, not the first thing, but tonight when we're recording this tonight after our second viewing. That's exactly what I was thinking. As I was like, have we heard about when the book's going to come out or anything like that? So
tonight.
yeah,
It was last night.
Yeah, that's true.
It's 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. But we wanted to really talk about
We
Last
did.
Jedi. Podcast dedication. But yeah. So Finn, let's jump to that one since we mentioned that one. So where do you stand on Finn?
Again, he's kind of a real character.
I would agree with that.
He's not a hero. He knows he's not a hero. I think that he's dumb and he's scared. and he thinks the way he's been taught to think. And the only thing he knows to do is run.
That's true.
And he's loyal, yes, to certain people.
That's true. Because when he was loyal to an organization, the organization failed him.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, and I get that. That's definitely evident in this movie as well. Only thing that I didn't enjoy, well, and it was him and Phasma, to be honest, but is that I feel like they're characters that keep getting brought back to push away. Like, because he goes through and he does his heroic moment on Crate and everything, heading straight for the battering ram, I think is what they call it. Yeah. And so he's decided he's going to be here all of a sudden. And so now Rose takes him out to keep him from killing himself. And now she's in the place that he was at the beginning of this movie.
Right.
And so it's just like, and swap. So I was just kind of like I felt like we were telling the same story.
But everybody wants to be a hero.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to do the right thing.
That seemed to be the theme.
Except for one person.
Except for one person.
She's your favorite character.
Evelyn Holdo, man.
Yeah.
She's freaking awesome in this movie.
Yeah, she is.
So Evelyn Holdo actually led to your favorite scene.
Yes.
Yes, but I was nervous for her at first, because when they first put her in position after everything that happened with Leia. So I don't know, do we need to talk about Leia first?
I think so.
Okay.
Because this character would have totally sucked for me for more than half of the movie had I not read the book.
I would agree. Completely. Because the whole time I was thinking of, oh, well, this is their relationship and this is what they have and everything. Otherwise, she would have just been some person who took over, who was going to run things her way, and that was it.
Yep.
Even though it's not what played out, but at the same time. So, yeah, I completely agree with that. But, yeah, let's talk about Leia first.
Yeah.
So, Leia.
Space Angel. Space Angel.
So, obviously, Carrie Fisher was awesome. I mean,
yes,
without a doubt. I'm a little leery on the choice of Space Angel.
Space Angel.
So you do get a misdirection where it seems that she's killed. Don't act like you knew. Anyways, but anyways, it seemed like she was being killed, sucked out of the bridge, very violently.
Yes.
And my first thought was, how could you do that? I mean, obviously in light of Carrie's passing and everything, like that's a little. I thought it was harsh.
Unceremonious.
So yeah. And so I was just kind of like, no, like, I was freaking out. I mean, Heather can verify.
I don't think he breathed for like too long.
Too long. But yeah, so she gets sucked out of the bridge, and I think it cuts to another scene when we get back to like the debris and everything, and she's kind of like starting to get crystals all over her and everything from being out in the cold of space, and then all of a sudden her hand moves. And then her eyes open and everything.
And she flies
she literally, she like does like a Voltron and like puts her hand.
I told you, it's a total Voltron moment.
Puts her hand out and just flies toward the nearest spaceship.
Yeah.
And it was strange. Like I could get maybe maybe it was the hand. I don't know.
It was.
But yeah. Now what was cool about?
I'm glad that she's force sensitive.
Yeah,
I'm glad we get confirmation that she's not just force sensitive. She's very force sensitive.
She's extremely force sensitive.
Going to be able to like
survive in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that, and I'm glad for that. I just think that they could have showed it
differently
in a different way. But again, I'm looking forward to reading it so that I can like get
definitely
out of the visual and get into my visual.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is like I feel like maybe it's just not a visual that I enjoyed, but I got the point, and the point was cool.
The point was very cool.
Yeah,
I just didn't
the point
like
was very cool. Yeah,
the way it played out.
Yeah, it was just strange. It literally was like they cut her out and they just moved her across the screen.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, okay, I'll go with it. That happened.
Again.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Not in the same movie.
Yeah. But yeah, so Space Angel.
Space Angel.
So yeah, but no, in all that though, Leia comes back and she's unconscious, obviously. So the Force saves her, and she's on board. She's unconscious, and so Vice Admiral Amilyn Holdo, played by Laura Dern, is now put in command.
Yes.
Breaks Poe's heart too, because you see him like, I'm next in command.
Yeah.
Nope, you just got demoted. So yeah, so she kind of comes off really cold and kind of, I don't know, like.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, I would agree. Yeah.
She's a war hero. She doesn't look like one.
Right.
But.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, without reading Leia, Princess of Alderaan, I feel like I wouldn't have liked her character. Because I mean, she's awesome towards the end of her arc in there.
Right.
But starting out, she's kind of like, okay, you're kind of being a little bit of a jerk. So, which I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Can you imagine some guy coming up to you after you've experienced what you've experienced, telling you exactly what to do?
Oh, I know it. Yeah.
I'd be pretty.
Well, and in true Amilyn style, shut him down. So yeah. So no, I the character was great.
Yeah, I loved her.
Knowing what we knew from the book, Leia, Princess of Alderaan, I think enhanced all of that whole relationship
I agree.
In general. I think it made it a lot cooler. But yeah, so that actually led to your favorite scene.
Yes.
We'll talk about it?
Yeah. Okay. So, excuse me. Amilyn has to stay behind on the ship, the cruiser, to pilot so that everybody can get away. And she realizes nobody's getting away. They're all being destroyed. And the only thing she can do is ram them. And yes, I did see it coming. Thank you. I knew she was turning around and she was going to ram them.
I thought that she was going to pull more of like a
I did not expect light speed.
No, that was cool.
Where
that looked awesome.
She ripped apart not just Snoke's ship, but all of them.
All of them. In the coolest looking sequence.
That was cool.
Yeah. Like, bravo to whoever envisioned, Rian Johnson and the visual team. I mean, that was awesome.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah. It was actually so awesome that the first night we watched it, because the scene goes completely silent.
Yeah.
Before it actually gives like a boom kind of noise and everything.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was silent for so long. Like the second time viewing it, it wasn't that long. The first time it was like all bated breath. And then this guy at the bottom of the theater goes, "Well, that was awesome." So yeah, no, that was one of the coolest scenes for sure. In all of it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have anything else you want to talk about on Leia?
So I've said it enough.
That broke my heart. That was so sweet.
Yeah.
I'll let you say it this time.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you always.
And there was a reference to Kier. You taught me about loss. And it gives me chills. Because they've watched so many people die.
They have. They definitely have.
Because I know it's a Disney movie. And I know they're blowing shits up. I said ships. It came out wrong. I'm sorry.
It's really late, guys.
So tired. Okay. They're blowing ships up, and it's a great graphic. It's awesome. But there's hundreds and thousands of people on those ships. Every single one of them. First Order. I mean, Resistance. These are not just machines. These are people.
Well, and I love, again, the perspective that Disney's been bringing to these movies, which for me started in Rogue One, where it kind of started blurring the line between the good guys and bad guys. And in this one, it directly hits that on the nail. Benicio del Toro's character, whom is never named actually in the movie, but still nicknamed DJ. I don't believe it for a second that his name is actually DJ. But yeah, so I mean, he has a conversation with Finn because Finn's like, "Oh, at least you're stealing from the bad guys," and he's just like, "Good guys, bad guys." I mean,
what's the difference, really?
Exactly. Yeah, what's the difference? And then they go through talking about, because they steal a ship from Canto Bight, and it ends up being one of the war profiteers and everything. He's like, oh, well, let's see what this guy sold. And it's TIE Fighter, ATST, all this other kind of stuff. And all of a sudden flips up an X-Wing. And he's like, well, isn't that interesting?
Well, where does the... Well, I mean, okay, they have to get their weapons from somewhere.
That's true.
Who's going to build them? They don't have, enough...
Right.
Manufacturing and stuff. They're barely holding themselves together.
Right.
I don't see why getting munitions and stuff where you can is a bad thing.
Well, I don't think that I don't think they were saying the resistance was doing bad. It was the war profiteer, because he was saying at least you're stealing from him because he's a bad guy.
Right.
And he's like, well, hold on. Well, what does he sell? And you see that he sells to both sides.
Right.
And so that's when they get into that
money.
Exactly. And that's when they get into that conversation about war, about, okay, I mean, you call it good guys and bad guys. I mean, it's the same. What was it? Live free, don't join?
Yeah.
Is what he ends up saying.
Which is pretty much Finn's motto.
Yeah, exactly. He joined. He experienced
he
that.
He finally joined!
Yes.
We'll see if he joined or if he goes back on it later.
See if he flips again, tries to run again.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm just tired of his arc starting with, all right, I got a bolt. See ya. That's what I feel like it keeps doing, but it'll be different in episode 9, I'm sure. But yes. Well, speaking of Finn, we didn't actually talk about Rose. Kelly Marie Tran.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. Have you seen the Instagram videos and stuff of her going around? So, the one that was really, really cool, I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was Forever Song Cosplay on Instagram. She got to meet her at the Last Jedi premiere, and she was dressed as Rose Tico. And so, Kelly Marie Tran came around the corner and saw her and just broke down crying. Was just so genuine, just so happy, got a picture with her, hugging on her and everything, and I was just like, oh my gosh. It's just keep her in a pocket or something. I mean, it was really cool. And it was funny because throughout the whole thing, she was just so overwhelmed. And every once in a while, she'd be like, I can't cry. I'm going to get in trouble. And stuff like that. But she's just so genuinely overwhelmed. On her Instagram, she's even got things where she goes into places and they're like, look, guys, they don't know who I am. And she went in with a Porg costume at one point. Just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But she seems really awesome, really genuine person and everything. So I was really happy that I really liked the Rose character.
I did too.
I liked her a lot. Because, I mean, she did kind of seem not necessarily naive. She seemed younger than the characters, I guess. Maybe less experienced. So not necessarily in the sense of what they've been through. But she did lose her sister, though.
Well,
that was the beginning of her
I thought
arc.
that she's been through a lot. She's just, like she said in the beginning, she works on the pipes.
Yeah.
She's not a social person. You have to learn those skills.
I got you. Yeah. But I mean, I really enjoyed her character. She played it very well. Poe and Rose, or not Poe, Finn and Rose.
Hers has got the googly eyes for him.
Oh yeah. I thought that was an odd moment to kiss. I get the explosion was romantic and everything, but the implication of said explosion was not exactly great.
Yeah, but she thought she was fixing to die.
That's true.
She has to show him why she risked her life for him. Mm-hmm. Because she was trying to make a point.
Yeah. But yeah.
And live a little.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I like that she was, even though I'm again not wild about Finn's character or anything, I did like that she was the one that circled around and literally risked her life for his, to keep him from doing something stupid.
Right.
And I love that she was like, I can't remember exactly what she said, but I love that she ended it with dummy.
Yeah. Dummy.
So, very affectionate.
And I love that she was able to teach him things.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. The first scene with them when she does shock him
Yeah.
That was great. I can't feel my teeth. But yeah.
But like on Canto Bite,
Mm-hmm.
Crowder.Benny,
Yes.
this is for you.
Yes, this is for me. So he wanted to know what we thought about Canto Bite. Because we got a direct message from him saying that he wasn't really feeling it. Wasn't really sure how he felt, I think. So let's talk about Canto Bite.
Yes.
Because that was Finn and Rose's arc and everything. I said that right? Yeah. Yeah. I was just making sure. Again, it's late. I thought I said Poe or something. I don't know. Anyways, so yes, Finn and Rose's arc. I liked the staples more than I did Canto Bite. Canto Bite was cool, I think, because of all the aliens. I saw my little turtle people that had the huge smiles that I loved in the behind the scenes thing. They were in there, made me smile. The weird puppet thing with the giant eyebrows that you see like upon entrance, like creeps me out.
It looked like one of those movies that you used to get where the puppets would walk around and kill people.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
It does.
That was a goosebump. Night of the Living Dummy.
I thought it was like puppeteer.
Haunted much. Yeah, probably. There's
I don't
probably
know.
a
I've
more
never
adult
seen it.
one.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But yeah, so I mean, I liked seeing all the aliens, but at the same time, like I didn't feel like you saw that many. Like I don't know, and maybe it was just because it's only our second viewing, so I'm sure we'll see more and more every time. But I did like the diversity in the aliens and everything. The Southern tell-all. Like, there's the Parkers right there.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man. That's not what we sound like. That's exactly what we
exactly
sound like.
what we sound like.
But yeah, so I thought all that was cool and everything. I really loved the father years. The big.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I loved those so much. To my knowledge, I believe they're in an episode of Clone Wars where I think Yoda rides on them during his whole little spiritual journey toward the last season, Lost Missions, something like that or whatnot. So they've shown up before, but they're Force sensitive, like deeply
Very.
connected to the Force. Yes, which is even.
They could probably be space angels.
They could probably be space angels. They probably wrote the song. But yeah, so it was really cool seeing them and everything, especially with a little kid hiding back there that seemed like for no reason.
Oh.
Did you see that one a mile away, Heather?
No, not the Force sensitive. I saw it at the end.
Well, yes.
No, I mean before it happened. I saw that happen. But not that then. I knew that he was,
he was something.
He wanted to be free and he needed help. But
yeah,
it
was
a Ryan Johnson trilogy.
Maybe. I'm wondering if it's kind of hinting more towards the new Jedi, kind of like how they did with. And I don't know much about it. Well, literally nothing about it other than that it happens in the extended universe where there is an actual new Jedi Order.
Right.
And so with Rey taking the books and all that kind of stuff,
dude,
I'm all over the place tonight.
That was huge. You can't just
that is huge.
throw that out there like that.
Rewind. So let's talk about that then.
Well, it's not.
I don't know. I'm everywhere. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Stay on target. Stay on target. Anyways, Heather, I'm going to let you take over.
I can't help it that I saw things.
That's true.
I can't help it that I know when things are going to happen. It's not my fault.
Maybe you're Force sensitive.
No, I just... they give you lots of hints, and I'm good at hints.
I'm not.
Although
I do get just sucked in, so I'm not really looking for hints. So
I don't look for them either. I get sucked in, and I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah. But anyways, back to Canto Bite, though.
Yeah.
Yes, so back to Canto Bite. So Force sensitive kid with the Force sensitive animals. That's really cool and everything.
That is.
But I liked the escape of the father years. That was really cool. The cinematography on it was really awesome and everything. Lots of exploding glass and damage of everything.
That's the only thing I don't understand. Destroy. Do it. Do what you need. But why do you have to go busting through glass all the time?
It's the path of least resistance.
Well, I mean...
Except for the path that actually has the least
Exactly!
resistance.
There's paths!
Literal
you don't have
alleyways.
to go through these windows that are made to hold back, like...
Simply because it looks awesome.
I know, but, I mean, they didn't have scratch on them.
That's true.
That's a Disney thing.
The Force, though. I don't know.
That's not how any of this works!
Oh, goodness. But, I mean, overall with Canto Bight, like, I mean, I enjoyed it.
I liked the arc.
Yeah.
There were some cheesy parts.
Oh, for sure,
But,
yeah.
I mean, there's cheesy parts in every movie.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's cheesy parts in A New Hope.
Oh, yeah. Star Wars is full of cheese.
Yeah, that's what it
Prequels,
is.
solid cheese.
People are always like, well, that's not Star Wars. And I'm like, it kind of is.
When was the last time you watched Star Wars? So, yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars is cheese, and it's awesome.
It is.
It's awesome cheese. It's really good cheese.
Yeah.
It's partly, well, a lot of why I love it, because I like cheesy things.
I do too.
So, but yeah, Canto Bight was cool.
I do. I liked Canto Bight.
I wouldn't call it a favorite moment or
No.
anything. I think just the moment with the father years was probably my favorite moment in that sequence.
I liked looking at Finn's face when he realizes that just because you see beauty doesn't mean that it's beautiful.
Yeah, because he's never seen that before.
Nope.
I keep forgetting that too in the moment, because he's not somebody who grew up out of anything other than starships.
And pain and,
Yeah.
you know. So, I mean, he saw pretty things for the first time and he got all flabbergasted.
Yep.
And sometimes, you know, you have to look beyond.
It led to a really cool moment with her telling him to look closer
Right.
and things like that. So,
Yeah. That's what I got out of Canto Bight.
definitely. So thank you, Crowder.Benny,
Yes.
for that question. I appreciate that. So cool. So where to next?
Okay, so I want to talk about Rey and Kylo's connection.
Let's talk about, is it a love connection? Raylo happened.
Raylo happened. Okay. So I told my husband that Raylo happened. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it. He's like, that better be a joke. And you know, halfway through this movie, he's going to go, man, she wasn't joking.
Oh my goodness.
But I was.
It felt like it was coming to that for a couple scenes. The longing looks into the eyes and everything. I'm like, don't do it. Please don't do it. No offense to you Raylo supporters.
No,
Please don't do it.
it's just...
But it didn't happen. It didn't
It
happen.
didn't.
It led
Because
to...
they had a deeper
yeah.
connection than just, you know, it's not a lusty connection.
Yeah.
It's a real, like,
Through the Force.
Force connection. And they can see each other and they can communicate. And we get a comment from Kylo, you can't be doing this because if you projected yourself here, you would be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of
Oh, yeah.
comes up later.
It does. Absolutely.
I spent the day with people that had not watched the movie.
It was very difficult not to talk about it.
Yeah, especially with certain people that kept trying to talk about the movie.
Yeah.
And so
I'm
I'd
not-
have to go,
I'm not the best at it. That was my fault and my family in general, actually. We just get excited.
they do.
We do.
It's innocent.
I don't think we actually spoiled anything. Not real.
No.
I think we were safe for the most part. But yes. But speaking of the connection though, like these force powers in this was awesome.
So my theory, because, you know,
Yeah.
it's time for the next theories now.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that because the force wielders are thinning out, there are very few of them.
Mm-hmm.
The force has to totally channel itself into them
Mm-hmm.
and
Which makes them all
which makes
powerful.
them stronger.
I could see that.
As you divide your forces and
Uh-huh.
there's more to rule, you don't have to have that much power in one person. Not only do you not have to, you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't.
I gotcha. So you think
Anakin.
yeah, Anakin.
So you know, you just don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think, because Leia wasn't that strong. I think she's gotten stronger. Luke has gotten stronger. Rey, that would explain why Rey can seemingly use the Force without any knowledge or training.
Still little to no training, even in this
Kylo
episode.
can probe your mind and totally control you. People keep saying Snoke's not a Sith, but he sure got some powers.
Yes, he does. Quite a bit of power.
I didn't see any antiques. I didn't see.
He did have it looked like a black kyber crystal out on a ring.
That.
Yeah. There was a black, well, it was just literally a black rock on a ring, but I mean.
Right, but it could
have been a black kyber crystal.
Yeah.
But no, dude was definitely proficient in the Force.
He's the one that claims that he connected them, which at the end he's still connected even after he got snoked. That is my new saying, and I will be saying it forever. We're going to make a t-shirt out of it.
You just got snoked.
You just got snoked, which means you got cut in half. Yeah.
Yep.
Unceremoniously.
Yep.
Oh, I'm cut in half. I wasn't even fighting and I'm cut in half.
Yep. I thought that was a really cool scene.
I thought it was awesome.
That was amazing because and the best part about it was that Snoke was calling the shots the whole time. I could see his every thought.
What was happening.
Kyle's like, "You absolutely can, and you can't tell that I'm doing two things at once."
Yep.
But yeah, I was not expecting that. Now with him,
see, I feel bad. I can't.
I'll say it this way.
Anything anymore because I feel like I'm like.
I'll say it this way. I started suspecting it once he started doing something with his hand. I knew something was about to happen with that lightsaber. I didn't think that he was going to cut him in half. I thought that they were going to get the lightsaber and start fighting.
Right.
That's where I thought that was going.
Right. No, when he looked down at him,
he
looked down at her and said, "I know what I have to do," that you knew he was about to kill everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Except for her.
Yeah. But the whole thing with just that whole sequence was amazing.
It was.
It was so awesome.
Okay. So my question to you is that I have not posed yet.
Yes.
Is Snoke alive somehow?
Is Snoke alive somehow?
Not his body, obviously.
Okay.
He's very strong in the Force. With no explanation, with no anything.
The zoom in on his face with the tongue hanging out and everything. I think that was a
like I said, not.
So you're
his
talking
body.
about a Force ghost kind of
right?
deal. Okay.
Somehow in the Force.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, obviously his whole body isn't going to disappear like a Jedi, but maybe there's a different mechanism for someone that uses the dark side.
That's true.
I don't know. We've not seen it. There's all these new Force powers. I don't see. I mean, we know it's possible.
Yeah.
So maybe we haven't seen the last of him. But you know what? Snoke was Snoke.
Yep.
As far as we know.
Snoke was Snoke as far as we know. He wasn't anybody else. I hated that we didn't find out more, though. I wonder if we will ever. But I don't know.
That's why I asked.
We might.
Maybe he's not as gone as we think he is.
That's a possibility.
Because we saw
Yoda.
Because
he was very powerful.
We saw Yoda.
Yeah, we saw Yoda. That was a nice surprise.
I loved Yoda.
That was awesome.
I loved listening to him laugh when he's burning down the whole temple.
That was great.
That was awesome.
Kicking his feet and laughing.
He's like, ha ha, you couldn't do it and I did.
Yep.
And I'm dead and you're not.
And then all the cryptic, because I didn't even catch, you pointed out to me.
I tried to point it out to you the second time. But.
Yeah, well, and I got it the second time when you said, because it was the whole thing about the books that are in the tree. This little temple thing that's there.
The infamous books.
Yeah, so Luke goes to burn them, because obviously he still believes the Jedi should end and all that kind of stuff. Nobody else needs this knowledge. That's when Yoda appears and burns it for him.
Right.
And he
goes in to save it.
Yeah.
But he gets exploded.
Yeah.
Not totally exploded.
But he gets blown out of the tree and everything. And so he doesn't know if the books are in there or not.
No,
technically. He thinks that they do. Yeah.
Everybody knows that they're in there.
Yeah.
Until the end.
Yep. Except for Yoda. Yoda knew.
Yoda knew.
Oh, yeah. Because he even goes through to say that Rey will have everything that she needs.
Already has everything that
yeah.
she needs. There's
Grab
nothing
the books.
she can. Yeah.
Scavenger scum. No, I'm just
Yeah. Wouldn't you take them though?
I mean, absolutely. Like, why not? Definitely. But yeah, that whole sequence with, and I love the cracking the page turners. Are they? You've read them all, huh? And Luke's just like, no, maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I read. I skimmed.
I skimmed, kind of checked them out, all the good Force things, but yeah.
Chapter 4 was amazing.
Yeah, right. But yeah. But I love that sequence. Yoda was a pleasant surprise. I almost kind of feel like it wouldn't have been complete if we didn't have either him or Obi-Wan. Somehow.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you are you disappointed that Hayden Christensen didn't come?
I actually didn't even think about it until you just said that, to be
I
honest.
was wondering. I didn't want to say
Yeah.
it and let you process it until we were on.
No, I don't think that I'm disappointed or anything. Because I was really hoping for that with him appearing at Celebration this past year and everything. No, I'm not disappointed.
I wouldn't
think
have
it
been
would
mad if he would have been in there,
Mhm.
but I'm just glad that the actual actor feels more comfortable coming out in public.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. That's
what I was
huge.
kind of hoping.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been cool if he would have been in it and stuff, but to me, the fact that he wasn't just means that maybe he can be Anakin and it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to
Come and try to save the character or whatnot. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we got enough Anakin and Kylo this time around, so I don't
Right.
think we need actual
Luke?
Anakin to show up.
Oh, gotcha.
No, yeah. No, I don't think we need actual Anakin to show up because Kylo went full Anakin. Saw that empty throne room chair and it was game on.
Yeah.
When faced with ultimate power. And Skywalkers, man. Leia's the only one that's got a brain.
I only had a brain.
But yes,
They have a brain. They just have no self-discipline.
that's true. It's very true.
Because even Yoda was telling Luke, like, dude, I told you. I told you what to do.
Yep.
You ignored me. Again.
Yep.
And he's like, well, I can't be what she needs. Well, no.
Yeah.
But what you can be is honest with yourself and with her and be the best you can and show her that, failure is actually more of a teacher.
I really liked that sequence.
I learned that I took a class on it one time.
Okay.
But, yeah, I really like that nod to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you learn way more through failure than you could ever learn through success.
Absolutely.
Which we have figured out with Poe.
Nice segue there. All connected.
See, I broke this movie down into heroes and legends. That is my overall,
Yeah.
because our heroes and our legends, they devastate us, they break us, and
As they did in this movie.
you have to decide. You either become your own,
Mm-hmm.
or you do what you can to help others succeed, and then light speed into an entire fleet of ships.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
So, I liked that they went into, that's why I liked Poe.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I liked Finn.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
a whiny little
Yeah.
kid that came into his own,
Yeah.
because he was handed a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
And then he became a legend, ruled the galaxy. No, he failed. Horribly. Horribly.
That scene, I love that when he finally told the truth.
Yes.
The way he described it, that in a moment of shame, all he saw was a little boy, a scared little boy looking up at it.
Because that's who he
Yeah.
was. People, when lightsiders see darksiders, they always go, oh gosh,
Yeah.
I have to destroy the dark side.
Well, and Luke did that to Rey. when she was meditating.
Yeah.
And he was like, you didn't even try to avoid it. You went straight towards him.
Yeah.
And like
they
he freaked
have so
out.
much fear. And you know, for something that they say they want. Balance.
Yep.
But they have so much fear for that balance. They can't even function.
Yep.
At all.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, I mean, that's why I liked Poe. And that's why I liked Finn. Even though they were annoying and no, I mean,
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
I don't know, they were more real to me because they weren't, you know, that's the best dang pilot I've ever seen. You know, I mean,
I guess in all fairness, we didn't really get any character development from Poe in the first one. He was just the best pilot in the galaxy.
The best pilot they've ever seen.
Yep.
This was his story.
Yeah.
His time to not be the best pilot. He's still the best pilot they've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's just...
He's got to grow up a little bit.
He's got to grow up.
Yep. I got that.
So.
I think you're winning me over.
Watch it again.
Yep. I mean, I need an excuse. So cool. So, I'm trying to think. So, Kylo and Rey, did we have anything else we wanted to talk about on that? I don't feel like we need to like dissect it just yet.
No, because that's going to be a whole nother episode.
Oh, absolutely. There is so much there to talk about. That would be another hour in itself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But let's talk about Phasma.
Oh.
Your girl Phasma.
I don't have a girl Phasma. I spent $20 on a comic.
To find out how she got out of a garbage chute?
To find out that she climbed out of a garbage chute and started shooting people. And now I'm going to have to pay $20 more to find out how she survived falling from a great height into fire.
Yep.
Yeah. That's going to happen. Yeah.
The most misused character ever.
Again.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
So, you throw her away in the first one, then you throw her away in the second one. Does she get thrown away in the third one? Does she come back as, like, a Vader-esque kind of character or something? Like, I liked the view behind the eye on there, where it busted up in her helmet.
I thought it was very reminiscent of that Rebels episode. I thought it was a throwback to that. I thought it was very cool.
Yeah.
That he got to see the humanity inside the mask.
I think
we
that's what was important. Yeah.
We all did, but I mean, we could see the humanity behind the mask and then see the mask again and go, there's a human under there, but it's a really bad human. I wonder how I feel about that.
Yep. But instead, she fell into a burning ring of fire. But yeah, no, she probably escaped again. Cause
I think she did.
She's a cockroach or something. So.
I was thinking like a cat.
Yeah.
9 lives.
9 lives. There you go. She can't be killed. She's invincible. But yeah, I was not thrilled at all with the way that happened. The fight was cool.
The fight was really cool.
Yeah, the fight was really cool.
You know what I liked about the fight?
What's that?
Her armor worked.
Yes. The most effective Stormtrooper armor in the galaxy ever made. It actually deflected a blast.
The only effective.
Yeah, the only one. The literal only one. Maybe she modified it. She's
obviously
like,
not
I'm
made
seeing
out
my
of
troops
plastoid.
fall. Right? I'm seeing my troops fall all around me. I'm gonna need some enhancements.
Yeah.
Something's not right here, guys.
But basically, her character is pretty much like it is on Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
She got a stick.
Yeah, it's lame.
She runs around and she falls.
Yeah. I hate that too because Gwendolyn Christie even went so far in an interview talking about how she was really excited that a woman was being represented and all this other kind of stuff as somebody who was just awesome and everything.
And strong.
And confident and a villain and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm just kind of like, but that didn't work out at all. So, yeah. Maybe
I'm
maybe
glad
she's
that-
referencing episode 9. I don't know. Maybe she comes back for a third
Maybe.
round. We'll have to
One
spend
more
another
time.
$20 for another. Have to spend another $20 for another comic series to find out.
No, they'll give us an extra comic this time. It'll be 25.
Just to see if they can squeeze one more out of you. Man.
Okay, so we haven't gotten to him yet. But Hux.
Oh my gosh. Dude is a weasel.
But he's so like, I don't know why I liked him.
You liked him? Okay.
Not like liked him.
No.
But like, I don't know why.
So not like, but liked.
Oh yeah.
Liked.
Totally liked. No, I just thought it was funny because he's in such a place of power.
Yeah.
And he's so dumb.
So dumb.
Like really, really
Yeah.
dumb. Okay, I don't know the actor's name.
Dom. I think I'm saying it right. Domhnall Gleeson.
Pale
something
guy,
like that.
red
Yeah.
hair. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But
Gleeson is definitely the last name. I know that.
okay, so he's so good at portraying this, like, oh crap, I'll take it in my quarters.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fixing to get my lip busted. The look on his face, the fear, and the like relishing the pain and stuff. He really pulled that off.
Oh, yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, you would have thought that he really it was like, oh, maybe I'll, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, man, he's so whiny. Oh my gosh. But that's the character though.
It is.
That's
it's
nothing
the
about the
character.
actor. That is the character.
Even Snoke was like,
Yeah.
he's a rabid cur. That is what he is.
Yep.
He is a mutt that I have honed into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use him.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Just and then even go so far as trying to kill Kylo, thinking that he could at least.
I
I thought that was funny.
I love their sibling rivalry.
That's hilarious.
I thought it was funny
Yeah.
because like
But it evoked one of the coolest Kylo moments though, when he went full Anakin, full Vader, where he was just like, the Supreme Leader's dead, and he turns around, force choke. Yeah, the Supreme Leader is dead. You're
Yeah.
looking at him.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, that was awesome. That was one of the coolest moments.
I thought, the smirk when he's like walking away and Kylo's coming
Yeah.
up. He's like,
It's like, ha ha.
I got daddy's affection. You didn't. I'm the favorite.
Yep, exactly.
You're the scapegoat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm interested to see what's going to come of that going forward. Because yeah, their relationship is a strange one, but I'm interested to see where that's going, for sure.
I could kill you. I know you could, so I'm just gonna sit here and do what you say. But inside,
Yep.
I just wait.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. So cool. So we haven't talked about one screaming animal in the room. I guess we're saving the best for last.
No, we'll save the best for last. Okay.
We'll save the best. Oh, that's right.
There is
we will
one-
save the best for last. But
Yeah.
yes.
There was one time that everyone else is like freaked out about that I've talked to.
Okay.
A milking
Oh my god.
of an animal. It's a wild animal.
It was no. It was a wild animal. Yes. The wild animal made a weird noise when it was being milked, and the milk was drank straight out of it. Like, it freaked me out. It did.
I'm sorry, Danny.
It's just a weird looking creature. Maybe it was a moof, and that's where the moof
It
milker
might
thing.
have been.
It could have been a moof. Could have been a moof, but that was weird. I mean, it's life. I got that, but it was still strange to watch. Like, I'm not gonna go and just watch a cow be milked. But
people
also,
do.
a cow's not gonna be sitting on its bottom, sitting there lounged back like.
Because that's not how they sit.
Exactly.
You're gonna have babies someday, Danny. I hate to break it to you.
I got it. But it was just.
There's purposes.
Yep. natural life. It doesn't make it any less strange. So, to be clear, I'm talking about the alien being milked, not the natural course of life.
But it's like I don't understand. It was a moment that he was trying to make her uncomfortable. It was meant to make you uncomfortable,
and it made me uncomfortable. It succeeded.
Yeah,
it succeeded.
I'm just like.
You probably saw that coming.
I did, because there was big things there, and he was trying to make her feel uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, this is fixing to happen. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can lie. No, that was like totally.
No.
Yeah, that was totally new to me.
Pivotal twist turn.
Yeah. Misdirection.
So yes. So there was that animal. And then there was the other animals. The ones who have been haunting us for months and months and months and months. With the hype and the train and the you wanna dive into that one?
Okay. I'm sorry. I was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Porgs are kind of sucky.
They're
okay.
There were a few cool, well, I wouldn't say cool. There were a few funny moments, comedic moments of them that I was like, okay, that's cute. But what got me was anytime you had more than like 10 seconds of silence on Act 2, exactly. It was like crows everywhere.
If you had more than 10 seconds of silence anywhere in the movie, because you couldn't just leave them. They're nesting in the freaking insulation. They're
the Falcon is now infested.
They're vermin.
Yep.
That I think Chewie should have just.
Yeah, I did like that moment. That
would have been, like.
Yep.
Awesome.
I think that may have been Porg in a can.
Yeah.
I think it may have been.
I'm so gonna make an Explorer Porg. Because now nobody will get mad.
There you go. But yes, the Porgs, they had their moments.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, they were cute.
But
background noise Porgs. No. No. Sorry. I was a fan of the Porgs. I was on the Porg train. Yeah. I loved the Porgs.
I tried really hard to support everyone on the Porg train.
I mean, I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I'm very indifferent of them. We no longer have a relationship. So yeah. But yeah, I'm closer to your side on that now. So,
but nah, you can't.
Still enjoyed them though.
Yeah.
To be clear, not trying to be negative.
No.
Still enjoyed them, but yes.
There are good things and there are bad things.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Just because there's it's a balance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a balance.
Absolutely. I agree.
Because we can have negative comments and still love the movie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I completely agree.
And it's totally Star Wars.
It's totally Star Wars. That whole movie was Star Wars.
Very.
It was a different Star Wars.
You know why it was Star Wars?
Because it had it in the title. I'm playing.
Because it was okay to be different.
Mm-hmm. That's what Star Wars has always
been. That's
what
Star Wars is different.
Mm-hmm. I would say that this is probably the most original Star Wars movie.
Yes.
I would definitely say
I think A New Hope was the most original, obviously.
Yes. I mean, since then.
Right.
Yeah.
Since the original trilogy, this is the most. But, I mean, everything else is backstory and everything. This is, totally out there. And I liked it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that's the thing is, I could see where maybe some people weren't a fan of it. Because, from the second showing, I wasn't as shocked at a lot of the things as far as the pacing of it and how different it was.
Right.
The first time I was watching, I was all in it. I was excited. At the same time, I was like, this is weird. I don't remember a movie going this way. And it was an all new, because you have expectations for Star Wars. And
that's where people fail though.
Right. Exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
It's because they have their theories and they have their expectations and they have, it's Star Wars.
No, this was definitely a Star Wars movie. It was
I
a great
have
Star
my
Wars
theories, and
Yeah.
but I know they're fun, and I don't want them to come true because if I can guess what's going to happen like that, it's not any fun for me.
I got you. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, I absolutely loved it. We do have one more character that we want to talk about
Yeah.
that we didn't really get into, Mr. Skywalker.
I wanted to save him for last because
Oh, there's more?
No,
Who else do we have?
that is more. He is last.
Oh, I just interrupted you then. I'm very sorry.
That is okay.
So we wanted to share one more.
Yeah, I just
Have
wanted,
one more for the last.
I wanted to save Luke
Luke.
for last
Master
because
Skywalker.
it's so real, and I like how he ended.
I did. That was the most beautiful ending
Yes.
to a character. He began with twin sons. He ended with twin sons.
And I love that after all he's been through, that's what he chooses to channel is his twin sons.
Yep. I thought
He
that was
wanted
so
to
awesome.
see home just one more time and make that connection.
Oh, I definitely teared up.
Yeah.
I didn't cry like Han, but I
No.
teared up because it was beautiful. It really
Right.
was. That's the
But it
best way
wasn't
that I can.
tragic.
No, it wasn't tragic at all. It was.
He got his faith back. He got
Yeah.
everything back, and
And then he became one with the Force.
yeah. And we're gonna see him again at 9, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
He'll be blue.
Yeah. Force Ghost version.
Force Ghost.
But yes.
But he died because of doing something
That was freaking amazing.
that did surprise me.
That did surprise you? Hey!
How he was doing it, yes.
Yes.
I knew something was off
Oh, yeah.
because he was 20 years younger and he
Yeah.
had a different lightsaber that doesn't really exist much anymore. It's kind of
Right.
broken in half. So I knew something was off. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I was like, okay, he knows where they are. I just couldn't figure out, like, and then when I saw a lightsaber go through him, I'm like, that didn't cut him in half. That like
Nope.
went through him.
Exactly.
So he's not there.
This force projection thing, like that, I loved all the force powers in this.
Yeah.
The whole connection stuff, like it was more than just push pull, whatever. Like,
Well,
I
it's
mean,
more than
it was-
lifting rocks.
it's more than lifting rocks. You're right. Exactly what the movie said.
I like that they explained it more and
Mm-hmm.
they, developed the force more in this generation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, they tried to explain it. It binds us and whatever.
Yeah.
But that's kind of vague. It's all Jedi-ish. He's like, no,
yeah.
feel it. Know what it is. This is what it is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he challenges Rey on that. I love that too, because she's like, I could move stuff with my mind, and
Right.
it's a thing that I have. And
Right.
he's like, no, that's not the Force.
No, everything you said is wrong.
Right.
Everything you just said is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that, I like how he did that. It's
Absolutely.
like, you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not what the Force is.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how any of this works.
You keep coming back to that
I
one.
can't help it. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah. But no, I love the way they played out Luke.
Yes.
Because even though he had some strange humor from time to time, at the same time though, like
Yeah.
it was. I mean, again, it's been 30 years, so he's obviously changed quite a bit.
He's been on an
probably a
island
little
by
bit.
himself.
I was about to say he's probably a little bit crazy. Probably a little off his rocker, but I mean, at the same time though, like I mean, we got Grumpy Luke. We got to find out the story behind what happened with Kylo, how he created Kylo.
I liked that.
Yes.
I liked that he almost killed Kylo.
Mm-hmm.
That surprised me too.
Do we actually know though who set the temple on fire? Because from
No,
Luke's
we
perspective, I was about to say, Luke's perspective, he was under a pile of wood.
But I mean,
So-
Kylo did say, "Did he tell you the night what happened the night that I destroyed
Well-
the temple?"
That's true. Also, did he say destroy the
I
temple?
think so.
Okay.
Maybe
remember
we'll
him
have to
saying
watch
that.
it
Yeah.
again.
Hey, another excuse to watch it again. Because that was my thinking, is that, like, okay, he was scared. He defended himself. Mm-hmm. But it's a very large skip and a jump to I defended myself and I'm trying to get away to save my life to
Luke
I'm gonna
would
light
not
everything on
have
fire.
tried to defend him, tried to strike down evil if there wasn't evil already there. He knew Snoke had turned his heart. He knew that he had turned, and instead of helping him as his nephew and a child, he
was just gonna strike him down.
Gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's crazy though. But of course,
people are human.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that happened.
Exactly.
I liked how that happened.
And the way that they described it, I feel like I keep coming back to that where he says that moment of shame.
Yeah.
He says I
had
had
that
one moment of
Kylo
shame.
has one perception of it, and I like that Luke has another. And honestly, we get 2 visions. We get 3 visions, and there's really no clarification. Luke could have.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's still a lot up in the air.
Yep. A lot of questions. A lot of answers.
A lot of answers. Yeah. Found out who Rey's parents are, if you believe it.
Nobody.
I don't know that I believe it.
See, I do.
Do you? Okay.
I think that it's fine that she's nobody. I think it's.
Well, no, I'm fine with her being nobody, but the whole thing of junkers, all that kind of stuff. Which I mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of liked it.
She knew that though.
True. That's right, because the mystery wasn't with her; it was with us finding out.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Because he said you've known all along, and she's like, she didn't want to say it.
See, I was looking at it from a different perspective, as if she didn't know. So yeah, no, you're right. She did know. So okay.
She just didn't want to know.
There.
She didn't want to know.
Yeah. So cool. So yeah, so we know who her parents are now, and she's not a Kenobi, guys.
Not a Kenobi.
Not a Skywalker.
Well,
not a Palpatine.
The Junkers could have been a Palpatine.
The Junker could have been Palpatine. Poor Junkers. Maybe that's why they were Junkers.
Probably.
I'd
be a Junker too.
Palpatine scar. Yep, I'd be a Junker too. Hide for the rest of my life. So cool. So did we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Nope. Final.
Cool.
Final thoughts.
So final thoughts. Obviously, we loved it. I mean, definitely loved it. Second time around made it even better. Because it gets you over the initial shock of everything, or at least for me it did. Because again, I had that kind of, I had expectations going in. It shattered all of them in a good way. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I'm excited to see where 9 is going to go with J.J. Abrams closing out the trilogy and the Ryan trilogy. I'm excited to see that.
See, I'm just excited to dissect this movie more.
Oh,
when it comes out on DVD, I'm excited to like sit there and like really watch it.
Definitely.
Really watch it, because you can't really watch it in a movie theater. I can't.
No, I mean, well,
I can't sit
you
there
enjoy
and take
the
notes.
experience, right?
Right. I can't sit there and process and take notes
Mm-hmm.
and really rewind and go, did I see what I just saw? She snuck those books, and they snuck those books on there.
Yeah, they did.
And didn't tell anybody.
Nope.
So I wonder who noticed.
Exactly. Well, Yoda knew.
No.
If anything, all-seeing Yoda knew.
No, I mean fans.
Oh, I got you. See,
it's so slight. And
see, and I was looking for it this time too, and I didn't notice it either because I was still looking. I was like, all right, where does she take them? And I couldn't find it either. So all I noticed was when Finn opened the drawer, they happened to be there.
Yep.
So yeah.
But she knew where they were, and Luke, didn't follow her, and then she left.
Yep.
So I mean,
she's like, "Bump you! I'm taking it all."
You don't want it? I do.
Exactly. But yeah.
Plus, she was taking it to Kylo.
That's true.
Then
that was the initial. Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
He's our last hope.
That didn't work out.
No.
Nope. He went full Vader.
He did, and because I mean, it's like that is what we learned from Qui-Gon in 1 is, yes, be mindful of the future, but not at the expense of the present.
Right.
They were so wrapped up in both of their visions of each other's future that they totally
technically wrong.
No, they totally negated
Yep.
what was happening in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
Definitely. Because it goes back to the different versions of the story.
Yep.
They pretty much saw the same thing. They both interpreted it different ways, and it played out just how they said it would, but it didn't go the way that they...
No,
This is not gonna go the way you think. That was the whole thing for the whole movie. So yeah, but no, it's a great movie. If you haven't watched, well, I mean, I'd hope that you've watched it. If you went through the spoiler episode, I hope you watched it.
Because this show would suck if you
Yes, you're gonna be like, wait, what? What is that?
That movie.
Who
would
did
suck
what?
If you did.
Raylo happened. No, I'm just kidding.
Raylo did happen.
So yeah. But side note, I don't want to take too long on this, but guys, so as Star Wars fans, there's been a lot of negativity. Let's say positive, guys. Because it's cool you don't like something, not a big deal. But I mean, to hate,
it's okay that I like it.
Exactly. It's okay that we like it or that someone else likes it. If you don't like it, let's talk about it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and if you don't like it, let's talk about why. Let's talk about Star Wars, because that's the coolest thing about being a Star Wars fan, is that we get to talk about Star Wars.
Respectfully.
Exactly. We get to theorize, we get to just guess where things are going, talk about our favorite scenes, what we didn't like, what we did like, and you guys can let us know on our social media, at Kessel Run Weekly on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and you can find us on our website, kesselrunweekly.com. But guys, let's keep it positive. Because we all love Star Wars. Otherwise, we couldn't call ourselves Star Wars fans. Whether you're somebody who just loves the original trilogy, awesome.
I'm still a Star Wars fan. Leave me alone.
Still Star Wars fan. So, guys, until next time, my name is Danny.
I'm Heather.
And may the Force be with you.